Brownboo.
Coming to you live after my afternoon walk. I am here. I'm first going to start off with a shout out to Carolyn. Happy birthday, Carolyn! I hope that you're enjoying your day today. I know that you are partying with your friends and with your parents, and I'm so sad that I'm not going to be there, but I hope that you enjoy your day today. I know you are my first child. My younger sister. Let me give y'all the background because y'all don't know. My younger sister, when she was little, she used to be my baby. Like, I used to try to help out, take care of her, whatever. And it was funny because I used to try to breastfeed my sister. Like, I remember doing that. But today is her birthday, so I have to give a shout out to my firstborn child. Well, not the firstborn child that I gave birth to, but my firstborn child. But happy birthday, Carolyn. I hope you enjoy your day, okay? Today is Question Friday, and I have 2 questions to answer today. I'm not going to say who it's from, but you guys might be able to figure it out if you just look back. But I'm not going to say who it's from, but the first question was, how did Brownboo Chronicles get started? Now, that's a complicated question because I have to break that down in 2 ways. Brownboo and the Chronicles. That's 2 different things. Brownboo, that was actually something that was started in college. It was actually my first email address. It still is. I still have the email address, brownboo at hotmail. What? Y'all can send me an email. It's whatever. But I was trying to get my first email, and I was like, I want to do like brown teddy bear or brown something. And then the person that was with me was like, why don't you try Brownboo? And no one else had that name, so I have the first Brownboo at Hotmail. So that's where Brownboo started from. My Chronicles actually started last year during the hurricanes. I think it was Hurricane Matthew, I think it was. I started to do the reports and things that I started with Hurricane Irma. I started those last year. Because I'm not from Florida, so I have a lot of family from out of state, and sorry, that was a bug. I have a lot of family from out of state, and they kept calling and texting and, trying to find out if I was okay during the storm. So I decided to broadcast, hey, I'm doing okay, and this is what's happening with the storm. So my Chronicles actually started last year. Brownboo Chronicles didn't start until this hurricane season, during Hurricane Irma, after I actually set up my YouTube channel. Well, my friend set it up for me. So Brownboo and the Chronicles, they both started at 2 different times, but Brownboo Chronicles came together this year. So that's kind of a weird question, but that's how it went. My second question was, what are some things that you would do over? And I really had to think about that one because, when you are making life choices, one decision can pivot you in a different direction. So say you're in a certain career path and you take a certain job. Because of a different area that you're in, you meet different people, you go down a different path, you do different things. So, there's a lot of pivotal things that I have done in my life, but the 2 that I can think of that I would do over is my education and my dating process. I'll start with the education part just because it's probably a little bit easier to explain. Well, when I was finishing up with high school, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And, you're doing financial aid, trying to get grants and all that stuff. financial aid, grants, and scholarships. So I had scholarships to a couple different places, and each place I wanted to do a different field. It wasn't the same thing. So one was in Boston. I got a kind of good amount of money, and at that school, I think it was, I wanted to be a midwife to go in there. Honestly, if I had to do it over, I would have done that versus what I do now. I don't know. I'm the type of person, in crisis for other people, I am able to keep a calmness and a peace about myself. Now, if you are in my inner circle, you know how I am with my own personal crisis. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't take this, blah, blah. But in the midst of other crisis and other things, I have a peace about me that it doesn't make sense sometimes. But I figured that being a midwife would be something that would be good, because I love babies, and dealing with those issues, you have to be able to be calm and peaceful and deal with whatever comes up with the birth of a child. So that's an extra added fun fact. I wanted to be a midwife. So the school in Boston was a school for being a midwife. I ended up actually taking a scholarship and going to a school in Rhode Island. That was at Johnson & Wales. I went there for hospitality. So I have an associate's degree in hospitality and a bachelor's in sales and event planning. So I ended up taking that because of the fact that I didn't want to live at home, because I wanted to have the whole school experience, but I didn't want to be far away, so I couldn't get home. So I actually was able to go home on the weekends and work back at home, just because I had never been anywhere, like away from my parents. I lived with my parents all my life, so it was actually hard for me to go to Johnson & Wales. I had a roommate, me and my roommate, like when our parents left us the first day, we cried. We were crying in the dorms. I was like, oh my gosh, I miss my mom. She left me here. Like, it was a whole situation. But it was just literally, I was going to see her on Thursday, but I was still having a hard time. But it's whatever. The other school that I got financial aid for, no, I got a scholarship for, was actually a school in Hawaii, the University of Hawaii. And I did not take that opportunity because of the fact that I didn't want to be that far away. I had never been away from my family. Like, my family is close. My parents, my mom, my cousins, my aunts, uncles, we're close. And I could not process in my brain going all the way on the other side of the United States of America and being away from my family and not being able to come home when I wanted to. So those were the three places. It was either in Boston and I'd stay at home and commute and go to school, Johnson & Wales, stay on campus and be able to get home, or the University of Hawaii and not be able to come home probably maybe once a year, because it's a lot of money to travel. So education, if I had gone to another school, I wouldn't be in Florida right now. I wouldn't have all the friends and family, all the people that I love here. I wouldn't know any of them. So it's like, if I had chosen another school, my path would have been totally different. I would have met a totally different group of people. I would have been somewhere else doing something else. So people don't think about that. Those decisions that really, really matter. You might, I'm just going to go to this school, blah, blah, blah. You meet different people wherever you go. And it's like, I wish that I would have been strong enough to go ahead with that opportunity and went to Hawaii, but I was not. I probably would have jumped or something. It's all good though. So that's a fun fact. I really wanted to be a midwife, like for real in real life. Most people wouldn't think that of me, but yeah, just saying. The other thing that I would have done differently would have been my dating process. I I know when I was going through trying to figure out this whole love situation, that's a hard situation to figure out when you are a young person and your emotions are taking the lead on things, because you should think about the total package, not just how your heart feels. Like, okay, is this person going to be the leader that I need in my life? Is this person going to be able to take care of me financially? Is this person going to be able to do A, B's? Not just, oh, I love this person and they're so cute, So my dating process would have been totally different. Because, to be honest, there were some signs that saying, hey, you should not talk to this person anymore. Maybe this is not the right person for you. Maybe you should lose his number forever. You know what I mean? So I think that with that, if I had chosen to adhere to those stop signs, those warning lights, all those things, I would have been in a totally different situation than I am right now. So, I wouldn't be in Florida. I want y'all to, this thing about Florida, when I was growing up and I looked at a map, I don't know if any of my friends remember, if I looked at a map and then someone said, where do you want to go? I would always say, I don't want to go to Florida. There's too much water around it. They have hurricanes and stuff like that. Like, I was saying that before I moved here. And then, you fall in love. Oh my gosh, I love you. And you're in Florida in hurricanes in the middle of all this water. I'm just saying. So I know I wouldn't be in Florida if I had gone down a different path. I might not have 3 kids. I might have 12 kids. You never know, But, my dating process would have been totally different. And I would have been more, I would have thought through all of the things that I need to do. Like, hey, are you a provider? Are you a leader? Are you the person that needs to be influential in my life and my kids' life? I'm just saying, just because you're super fine does not mean anything. Really, in the scheme of things, it really doesn't mean anything. You need more than that. So, all of that being said, the things that I would have done different, dating process and my education. Just because I try, when I speak to young people now, I try to explain that to them. Don't just follow your friends to a school just because you want to be with your friends. Don't do this because of emotion. Really think about the process. So those are the answers to my 2 questions. I feel like I shared a whole lot of stuff. Information overload on YouTube today. But I enjoy sharing with you guys, most definitely. So if you guys have any fun questions for next Friday, do not hesitate to leave them below, because even if it's something that I have to research, I will research and give you the answer on YouTube. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a question about me. It could be about anything. But you guys do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.